morning, everyone. Welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. Happy birthday, Leos. I'm here to do a Leo reading. And I'm going to get an opening message from the Crystal Angels, and I'm going to just be doing the reading intuitively. I'm going to see where you're starting your year out on. I'm going to ask what you've just released. Then we're going to work through some energies of finance, spirituality, love, of course, and then a gift from the universe. That's how we're going to do the placements, but we're going to just see what comes and what decks I'm guided to. But I'm going to get an opening message for the year, and these are how the energies are going to unfold for you throughout the year, things that will come to you or you'll be experiencing through this next year. And that one already came out. Wow, that was a beautiful one. I love Lamar. It is sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. So this is a good stone for Leos for this year, 2018 to 2019, your birth year, and new beginnings and everything. So I'm going to read a little bit from the book. It says, you received this card because you've been feeling extra sensitive. Perhaps empathically absorbing negativity or other people's fear energies has compounded the emotions you are already dealing with, connected to a situation you endured. You may have felt upset without knowing why, or perhaps your mind has grasped for reasons to justify your sadness and you've begun to worry. Now that you've identified some of the foundations for your sensitive emotions, let's go ahead and clear you of anything that's not from God and your higher self. Since you pulled a card related to the oceanic civilization of Atlantis, going to the ocean or soaking the warm bath filled with sea salt would be appropriate way to draw out physical or energetic toxins, which I specifically love that part because I love the ocean and I want to go back there. So hopefully that will happen. Plus, the experience of self-care raises your confidence and helps relax you. Be very compassionate with yourself and use discernment about where and with whom you spend time. This is a time to avoid harsh energy as much as possible as you honor your need for gentleness, rest, and healing. So this year is going to be a lot of that energy where you honor your need for gentleness, rest, and healing, okay? And that can also mean needing to put up boundaries, right? And it says this stone is typically seafoam green or pale turquoise in color, echoing its connection with the ocean and ancient civilization of Atlantis. Larimar can soothe your emotions, help with stress management, and reconnect you with a past Atlantean lifetime. And you may also be experiencing information or energies coming to you from a past life in Atlantis, as an Atlantean, sorry. So that is the message that is coming up in a beautiful stone for our Leos for 2018 to 2019 year. I'm going to do a two-card tarot. Let me see. I'm going to use this Wisdom of the Oracle. So, how you're starting, what you're coming in with this year, how you're starting the year. I'm going to pull one card and two tarot and see what comes up and give you the channel messages that come through. So that one's already started the year, and it's round and round. And I like this because it looks like a seashell, obviously. And so you could be experiencing, you know, patterns, things that kind of repeat. You could be feeling like you're in cycles or kind of going in circles and not knowing where you're going, you know, especially in regard, I see the 2 and the 5 relationships. So there's a lot of changes or circumstances of challenge around relationships with the 2, with partnerships. It could be romantical, it could be, you know, with business, it could be any of these things, but it's kind of like that. But what's interesting about the spiral is where we feel like we're going round and round, we're also moving upward. So we are moving, but just not in a direction that our mind thinks we're going. We are rising. We are getting somewhere, but it kind of feels like in the circular energy of it, we're not going anywhere. So there is a bit of that you're starting the year on right now. So the other 2 cards that want to come out, well, actually 3 came for this, and I'm going to take them, is the 4 of Pentacles. Kind of, I feel like I'm holding on because I feel dizzy when I see that in the combination of the Star and the 9 of Pentacles. So these are good cards. I feel like you're trying to ground yourself and come into a center in regards to this card. I want to, you know, I want to kind of read them in that way. I'm going to hold them all up again for you so you can see them. I'm hoping to get a new setup where we can see an overhead and I don't have to pick the cards up. You can just, you know, point to them and point out things that we're looking at. So you're starting your year off kind of trying to get your bearings, trying to bring a stillness and a center and a grounding into something you're trying to create for yourself in regards to your soul purpose, your journey, your spiritual journey, what you've come here. I feel like you have a good hold on what you've come here to accomplish right now. And you're feeling pretty independent, and you're trying to bring the energies into center. You're trying to get something centered and grounded for something that you're building. The Three of Pentacles is really prevalent here, and it's in the way it looks, because usually this is like under her feet, and she's got one in her stomach and on her head. In this card, she's holding on all of them, so she's holding it almost like she would a pregnant belly. Almost, you always see like holding it like that. So there's something new that you're kind of working towards building or creating in regards to your soul purpose, and it's leaving you feel you're looking towards that inner independence for yourself. So you're really focused on that, and you're focused on listening to your soul and seeing where it's leading you, trying to bring the outer swirling energy into a grounded position. And I want to see what you've just left. So Spirit wants to say what you've just recently left behind, and we're going to see here with the surrender cards what you've recently just left behind and released. Ooh, these things came out. So first thing you've just let go of, and it could have been last follow-up until this point, is outdated beliefs about yourself. Letting go of limiting ideas of yourself that originated from the past. When you can own your power and soar, then you can own your power and soar into life. So you're in a process, or you have just done this, gone through a period of releasing outdated beliefs about yourself. These can be placed upon us from parents, siblings, families from when we were little, and they like expectations of who you are, what you're meant to be doing, and adding to the formalization of who you believe you are. So they're outdated. These are all outdated beliefs, and you've been working on letting them go. And beautifully, you've been surrendering to the awe and wonder of what can unfold when this happens. So you're letting go of the past. This is also past. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So it's kind of giving me the energy of like believing in Santa Claus, right? And I have to laugh because I absolutely do believe in Santa Claus and the magic and the energy of generosity and generosity of spirit of other people. So it's in that belief. It isn't just that character of Santa Claus in a suit. This is a belief in that energy of magic, of belief in wonder, and belief of that type of energy that he kind of brings up with that Santa suit type of energy and going all over and delivering presents. But it's a deep belief in generosity within oneself, in the universe, and in other people. And when you are in alignment with that belief, this will unfold for you. So it's about outdated beliefs and releasing them and getting into this new energy of magic, I say, pure magic. And that is also in alignment with and will take you deeper into your soul purpose, because now you can believe in that soul purpose, Where before, with these outdated beliefs and not believing in magic, or not believing in yourself or in the awe and magic of your own self, you finding hard and struggling in obtaining this. So interestingly, how we're starting the year. Next one is, I want to do finances next. So we're going to see what happens financially. This isn't just how you're entering the year. This is going to be an energy you experience this year financially. So I'm going to ask Spirit for 2 cards. Wow, those came out quick. And they told me to look at the undercurrent. Undercurrent is the 6 of Pentacles, which is my card in the deck of Santa and his generosity. It's a reciprocated give and take. It's the effort you put out is the effort you receive back now. It is now in balance. And I'm going to pull one from here for finances as well for the year, what you're going to experience with finances. So funny, exchanging gifts. So it's like Christmas. We exchange gifts at Christmas. Santa is so here in this reading for the Leos. There is a regeneration. It's, rebuilding. It's like a phoenix rising type of energy. And we're going to see what else comes in. This is finances. And this is the Page of Cups, which is very artistic. It's very feeling. And we have the Moon, which is interesting because this is a card of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And with the Cup, with the Pentacles, it's kind of like it's a sense of rebirth. It's like a phoenix rising type of energy with the finances for Leos for the year coming up, and it could come from a creative endeavor. It's things coming from the undercurrent and the subconscious, and of course our soul self that is guiding. But there is a creative here that is wanting to emerge. It is wanting to create a new landscape, and from that creative that's coming from the depths, You know, it could be a new creative ability. There's some new creative that's being born here, and it's coming from, like I said, the depths of the undercurrent. But it's, you know, it's making a new landscape for you financially. So it's a very beautiful card of connecting to an artistic ability that is going to be good for you financially, and not just financially, in your sense of worth. So then you can stand in your power, you can stand in your own worth, and from that place you're able to exchange gifts, you're able to show up, you're able to feel like you have something to offer. And when you're in that feeling place, then the universe reciprocates. When you come and you show up to whatever the endeavor is and you're not feeling worthy, say this was the 5 of Pentacles and you feel like something's missing, you only have 2 Pentacles to give, but you're expecting 3 back, you're already feeling in this, you know, you're in quicksandy kind of energy, and it's not going to work. It's lopsided. But now you're coming in a reciprocated energy where this is kind of like Santa. It's kind of this energy. Now you're letting go of those past beliefs of that 5 of Pentacles, of that lack, and you've moved into the 6, and there is more of a balance and a harmony and a reciprocation of others to exchange with you financially or abundantly with energy, of their time and energy. It doesn't have to be coins. And so does the universe. Wants to now, you know, they want to play. You're now in the arena. They want to, you know, Phoenix rising. It's time. So very good energy with the finances. So we're going to do Spirit next. We're going to save love for last, and then the universal gift. So let's see Spirit message for the year. Where will you go spiritually? What will Spirit lead you to? Or what spiritual energies on the table, for good or bad, for Leo for 2018 to 2019? And we have the tribe. So, you know, that's pretty obvious. You're going to connect to more like-minded people. You're going to find your tribe. You may also be forming a tribe. You know, we have the number 8. This could be connected to your finances, which is very, very beautiful. So you may become something new creatively or artistically, and you connect to that tribe of people. The Queen of Wands she's really standing in her power, and the sun is behind her. She's really energized by that sun energy, and this is representative of the Leo and the sunflower. So you're really standing in your power spiritually. You're really shining your light. Oh my God, and oh my gosh, Justice. I was going to say Libra. The Justice card. So again, balance. Your energy is balanced. It really feels again linked to the finance in an aspect of, you know, kind of coming into your power, kind of bringing, you know, equality to the table of what you have to offer. And it's coming through your spirit. I feel creativity and spirituality are interconnected. It's kind of giving me that energy of, I think her name is Julia Cameron, of I can't remember the name of the book, The Artist's Way, or I can't remember. But it's bringing up that she has that belief, and as well as I, and the many, that your spirituality and your creativity are interconnected. And because we saw the spirituality arising and bringing, you know, abundant gifts up, and, you know, financial help and reciprocity from the universe and other people to you, I feel the same is tied here to your spirituality. So there is a marry here of spirit and finances for those, or a sense of your own energy, time and energy. There's going to be a balance of that. And you may even, for some, you may even, you know, formalize in a business, a spiritual business this year. So you may, you know, make a business legal this year is what I'm getting. And you're going to shine very brightly in that, and you're really going to be coming from a pure energy and a pure heart in regards to it, and positivity. So very beautiful spiritual message for everyone. Now we're going to get to the juicy love life, and we're going to see what comes for everyone with their love life, what you're going to experience in your love life this year for Leos from 2018 spirit to 2019. A lot of those came out rather quickly. The undercurrent here is the devil. They wanted me to look. So the devil is a lot of temptation. It's a lot of physicality, physical connection, attempting physical connection. Queen of Swords, so there's a lot of boundaries with that this year, and the Page of Wands. So I'm going to pull from here too. So I feel like you're coming from a clear head. It's like I've been drunk and I'm like, now I got a clear head with this situation. You're communicating from a clearer place. You're seeing clearly. Even though there's a huge temptation here, of course, for physical contact or a relationship in the physical. The Queen here is she's willing to go it alone. She's okay by herself. This can represent somebody that is single or widowed and, you know, pretty okay with it. In fact, more than okay with it. So she's like, I can take that now, or I can leave it. I'm not drunk. I'm pretty clear-headed. I got my senses. And I'm communicating such from that place. My energy's running on this now. You know, not that I don't like this, and I'm not open to hearing your discussion about that or whatever, but I got a clear head in this situation right now. You may be singly minded focused. I feel like you got a lot going on with your spirituality and your creativity. I feel like there's going to be a focus for self-love. She's got herself wrapped in a rose there. Not to say romance isn't on the table or there isn't some fun times, you know. And there is some passionate movement here with the Page of Wands, or yeah, I think this is the Page of Wands or the Knight of Wands. Whatever. They both move with passion and they both communicate with a lot of passion. But I want to see what else comes for us. I'm having a hard time getting one from here. I was hoping one just flew out for us. For love. There we go. We'll take this one. And it is Go the Distance. So for some, you could really be maybe needing to set some boundaries in a relationship, which is going to actually help the situation and it's going to improve and go the distance. I feel like you can accomplish, bottom line and the takeaway with this energy is that you're going to be able to accomplish whatever it is that you need. Interestingly, the undercurrent here is to the sea, which is, I love to see this for myself. So you're going to be able to get to where you want. I don't see a lot of emotion here, which is interesting, to the sea when I see this. So I feel like wanting to, maybe needing to set some boundaries on just some passionate energy. This could be the missing key. You may need to really connect more emotionally to get to that distance, to go the distance in this relationship. So you may need to put forth more emotion, or both of you may need to put more emotion into the situation. Either way, I feel you're going to be fine and have plenty to do or focus on if that doesn't transpire. But I feel the missing key here, this feels like a missing key, is that you really want to connect emotionally for your love life to go the distance, okay? Because you don't want to, he's going over the desert here. There's no water here, but there's water here, right? So you may need to connect emotionally to yourself again. You know, she's the only one in this boat, and she's the Queen of Swords. So you may need to reconnect to your own emotions, sort them to be able to go the distance, all right, in a relationship. So that could be focused on yourself, something that you need to work out too for yourself. So the last one is Gifts from the Universe. So we don't want to miss this one. Gifts from the Universe for our Leos, for, whoa, woo, it does come out. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit, which is an interesting combination. So it's a lot of reliability and sustainability. The Knight of Pentacles goes really slow, you know. Undercurrent here is the Judgment card. So an awakening to an inner sage that you can rely on. You know, I feel like this is not so much coming from an outside source, but universe connecting you to something within yourself, an inner guide, so to speak, that is, you know, this is a blue pentacle, not yellow, and it talks about throat chakra. So I feel like what's going to be what is going to be the universal gift this year is moving closer to a way of communicating with an inner sage, an inner guide. So you may connect spiritually to a guide and have a, you know, reliable way of communicating with them that you trust, because this also talks about Archangel Gabriel. So there is an awakening to an inner sage type of energy where there is more reliable communication. So maybe you felt like you were connected to spirit and was getting messages, but it was kind of like, oh, I'm not sure. Well, now you can be sure. It may be Archangel Gabriel himself coming up here is communicating, but it's hard to say, you know, exactly who the guide is. It could be just a spirit guide or your spirit guide. So becoming more spiritually connected to your messages, I feel, is the takeaway here. And I want to pull one from here, and it is Orphaned, but I want to pull this one out as well, and we're going to see Time to Be Fair. So the other universal message here is that they're in situations where you have kind of felt like, back to the Six of Pentacles are taking me, whoa, way back here, where you were giving the example of coming to the arena with 5 pentacles, where it's lopsided, it's uneven, right? It's not an even number. There is going to be more balance and reciprocity. I can't say that word. There's going to be an even exchange now. You're not coming from that Five of Pentacles. You've released those outdated. This is the outdated. This is old. It's dying away. You know, we can't survive in this landscape, but we not only survive, we're beautiful in this landscape, and we have the wisdom of the owl right on our head, and we have the balanced energy, and we are looking pretty darn good, and we've moved on, right? And this is the awe and the wonder. So this is the outdated beliefs, this is the awe and the wonder, and the new information and energy and the wisdom that's coming in from the owl. And this is the bottom line. This is the generosity of spirit that is coming in. They wanted me to go back and get this one and show it to you. So wow, Leo, you're going to have an amazing year. Starting out feeling like you're gonna, you know, maybe kind of dizzy from everything going on around you, and you're kind of grounding and centering. But man, you've really got your hands on, and you're really building something. So you're really protecting that energy of building something for yourself, and you've got a lot of plans for that. And I feel like things are going to move forward for you very beautifully. There's a lot of creativity. There is a lot of coming together with like-minded people and creating a tribe for yourself spiritually. I feel like the ball is in your court with love this year, and the universal gift is absolutely beautiful, where you connect better with spirit, and you really can kind of see where there is no growth here, and you're releasing this outdated belief about yourself that you are in lack, or that you are lack, and you're coming into this awe and wonder, and it's going to bring you more balance. So couldn't have come out in any better reading. Happy birthday, Leos, and I will be back soon with my next birthday video. Angel blessings.